talking with head coach of the Hofstra men's soccer team, Richard Nuttall, after a 2-1 victory over number 15 Syracuse. So just some reactions on a big upset.
Yeah, it's a big upset. We knew we could play with them in our minds. I think we had a very poor first half. We gave them too much respect, sat back too much. The back line was too deep. So we decided to press a lot more in the second half. I think it put them on the back foot, and I thought we deservedly got in front and then got the second goal. I'm not happy with the last 20 minutes. I thought we panicked a little bit and we showed a lot of inexperience when we should have closed the game out professionally. But we'll take the win. Very, very happy.
Patrick Prey had an outstanding game, 9 saves, and the last minute dives to his left and stops a goal from going in. Yeah. Just talk about his performance today.
Well, the shot at the end was worth the admission that hit the crossbar, and then the second shot was unbelievable, and the save was unbelievable from Patrick. And he's made 3 or 4 other important saves for us. He's done a real steady job at the back and done what he's had to do, done the easy things well, and he's done the difficult things well as well. So probably our man of the match today.
And you had Manny Walcott playing more up front today. How did you like him up in an advanced position?
Yeah, we don't really like him up there, but we're struggling, with a couple of injuries, so we had to play him like as a false number 9. But he worked hard. I thought he ran out of the steam the last 10-15 minutes, but he's worked hard. I think he can still be more creative, but he was unlucky not to score. I thought a couple of times that one, what he cut inside, he did with his right was just wide. So I'm happy with him, pleased with Manny today.
And just going into locker room, you mentioned you're giving too much respect to Syracuse in that first half. What did you say in the locker room to get ready? Because it did work in the second half. There was a lot of pressing going on.
Yeah, I thought we worked hard. I couldn't fault their effort, but I thought we were being too respectful to their abilities and giving them too much time in midfield. So we pushed the back line a lot higher and did a different rotation to the ball, and I think it worked well. And we put them under a lot more pressure, and they coughed the ball quite a few times.
So once the horn sound, there's a lot of emotion on the field now. You ride that emotion into the game against Vermont. How do you make sure that you don't lose sight of that game and realize that you're looking to pass on this one?
Yeah, we're going to meet now after they've done their ice baths now, and we've got to meet and we've got to put it straight. Look, we've done great here now. We've got to beat Vermont if we possibly can, and Vermont are a very good team, very feisty, hard working, a couple of great forwards. So we've got to be extra careful. It's going to be another battle on Sunday.
Also, Henry Creighton plays in his first game and scores a goal. Just talk about what it was for Henry to score.
Yeah, Henry's a great young man who works hard. He's full of endeavour, and he was in the right place at the right time, and he calmly finished the goal. So I'm very, very pleased. You couldn't meet a nicer boy and a great student athlete.
And for Nealis, freshman, and starts his first game, how do you think he looked out there?
Yeah, I think positionally was out the first half on 3 or 4 occasions, but he's athletic and he made up for it, with his speed and pace at the back and a lot of recovery runs. But second half, you saw he settled into it a lot more, got a bit more confident. His timing of his headers was better, so I was very, very pleased with Nealis.
And for Joseph Holland, 4 shots, gets that goal from the penalty spot. How do you think he performed today?
Yeah, they know about Joe. Everybody knows about Joe, and I think he's got to understand that he's going to get a lot of attention on the field. And today, a couple of things didn't quite come off. But as you see, what he does, he draws players and he creates space for other people. And as he settles into a rhythm, I think he'll be even more dangerous as the season goes on.
After that penalty was given up and Syracuse went down to 10 men, did you tell any of the guys to keep pushing forward knowing that there was still plenty of time?
Yeah, absolutely. We said don't change the way we play and try and press and do what we have to do. But as I said before, the last 20 minutes disappointing. I thought we sat back in and we gave them time and space, even with an extra man. And we've got to change that. We've got to change our mindset. It wasn't good. And again, they were a little bit unlucky not to equalise with 10 men. So we're very fortunate we've got out of it. I think overall we deserved it, against a very good team. But we've got to understand that last 20 minutes could have hurt us.